Education's what's going to change our world and change lives.
I'm going to be a doctor,
a naval pilot, that or be an actor, because I really like Shakespeare.
I'm going to be a journalist.
a doctor.
I want to be an astronaut and figure out more about planets in space.
I don't know yet.
I think I want to be a scientist or a doctor.
Keep the earth below my feet.
You have the students playing a much more interactive, much more active role in performing what they know.
And they learn to gather their opinions, listening to what other people say as well, and modify their thinking.
I can push them beyond just the facts.
All of a sudden, writing goes from being pencil and paper and bored to, oh my goodness, this is great.
My favorite subjects are reading, math, and science.
Maybe social studies and language arts.
Language arts and social studies.
Play with my friends.
I like math, reading, and science.
Music, because you get to make rhythms and all that cool sounds and make some new music and all that.
I don't love math, but my mom wants me to love math, so I try.
I think without PEF, we would see schools hurting far more than they are.
You know, a lot of things we took for granted that were normal, having music programs and PE programs, all kind of went by the wayside over the last few years.
I came on to start an instrumental music program, and one thing you need for an instrumental music program is instruments. And there were none. There was no precedent for the class. All of the instruments that we had the first year, all of the equipment that we had was purchased through the grant from PEF. So they literally allowed me to teach the class that I wanted to teach, and they got the program started for us.
The foundation has provided PE equipment. We're always hearing about the high percentage of obesity. Our 8th grade classes, you don't see that. That wellness and being healthy is incredibly important when the student is into the classroom as well.
We kind of are always pulling ourselves up with our bootstraps, but the difference is we'd be working at a much lower scale.
Let's go back to that little place.
PEF has allowed us to inspire teachers to take things on that they might not otherwise have the hope to pursue.
I really wanted to change my traditional teaching methods and become more of a project-based teacher and allow students to learn in a more 21st century manner.
With projects, it takes us out of our shell and it makes us explore new things.
The gap between what cities and towns and the federal government can provide schools and what kids really need to be successful and to be trained for jobs in the 21st century is a pretty significant gap.
You know, there are no resources to address the basic needs, let alone technology in the classroom.
The tools that we have in class help us connect to the internet, and it's like what sort of when you go to the library, it's like you have this entire world of new things to learn.
They've given us the Elmo and some new computers that really help us learn more about science, reading, math, language arts.
They funded the computer lab, where both of my sons are operating on an almost daily basis. And it's been just a treasure for the school, and it's transformed their learning experience.
Yeah, if you look at investing in PEF from a business perspective, you have the workforce that's coming to work for you is going to be more well-trained and much more experienced with modern technology.
I think now we really see technology as a way to create multiple entry points for students.
We had a major impact grant a few years ago for accelerated math, and that again was a grant that helped bring technology in and a new way of doing things. It allowed us to do more differentiation in the classroom with the students. Students who wanted to go further and deeper now had the opportunity to do that.
Well, at McKinley's population, we have approximately 90% of our students on free and reduced lunch. And so this access to this technology has really opened up the floodgates for our students. just access to information, to be able to do presentations, to have this technology at their fingertips is incredible.
The PEF members, they are in the schools. They are visiting the schools.
They're very forward thinking, and so they've been able to create funds to help schools break barriers that have been there for a long time.
PEF impacts the use of technology in our schools.
PEF impacts what happens in the classroom.
These things can happen and they can improve, and there are people that are helping to make that all happen.
PEF impacts the way I learn.
My music, my reading, my education. PEF impacts Petaluma schools.
I really believe that to live in a community where you have Petaluma Education Foundation that's so invested makes everyone want to work a little harder.
PEF impacts my motivation to learn.
My love of language arts.
My acting.
My homework.
My future.
Our entire school.
PEF impacts kids.
I'm so thankful to have Petaluma Education Foundation here in our community.
PEF impacts me.
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 Me. Me.
Me.
It's given me hope. You know, PEF has given me hope as a teacher that I can dream big and make those dreams come true.